if you've never heard about SEO before, SEO is very important for traffic and visibility. So every business out there needs somebody as their client or their potential customers to see what they are selling. And SEO gives something we refer to as organic traffic to your business. So now we have search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, Yandex, Baidu, and the rest of them. So now Google is the biggest player we have in this particular industry, and we are now going to look at what SEO does and how it affects your business. Now, for the very first beginning, what is SEO? SEO simply stands for search engine optimization, and what it simply does is simply optimizing your content or the content on your website for search engines, so that these search engines in turn shows your business or your websites or your content or whatever thing that you are putting on the internet to your potential customers or your viewers. So how this simply works is people go online on Google and then search for anything. Let's assume somebody just search how to make money online. That is a particular problem that that person wants to solve at that particular instance. Now, if you have written an article or a blog post or content, maybe in video format or an audio or in text format, about how to make money on the internet or how to just make money in a general context, search engines, when you've optimized your content and made search engines understand that this your content is all about how to help people make money with different ways. Now, when those people make those search on that search engine, Google or Yahoo or Yandex is going to index. What we mean by indexing is simply showing the search results to the potential customers in a chronological level. That is level of importance, or depending on the level of optimization of that particular content. So contents always start with something we call keywords, or we call them seed key phrases. So people come, they search, and then Google now suggests to them places that they can find results. As the name implies, search engine. So in this video, we are going to look at how to use the Yoast SEO plugin to optimize a particular content for search to increase traffic and visibility for the content that we are going to pull on this particular video. So let's get on my laptop and I'll show you how to do that step by step. Okay, so on the main dashboard, we'll scroll down by the left hand menu here. We're going to scroll to plugins. So we are going to install the Yoast plugin, and also we are going to activate it right now. So we are going to click on add new plugin. In the search bar here, we are going to search Yoast. So Yoast is the first result that we are seeing here. I'm going to click on install. Okay, so it has installed now, so we want to activate. After every first installation of Yoast, the Yoast plugin, so this is what you are going to see. I'm going to click on start first time configuration. Okay, so basically we don't have the Yoast Pro version. So the moment you have the Pro version, you have access to the Yoast AI. So the Yoast AI helps you to proofread your articles. But even if you have the free version is okay for you to start with. So we are going to go through the first configuration, first time configuration. So now the next thing that we need to do is to click on this start data optimization. So what this actually does is, if you have content on your blog section, or maybe you're having a portfolio website or just an organizational website, it will go through all of your data and it's going to see how optimized those data is. So you can see this feature includes and replaces the text link counter and now linking analysis. So just click on start SEO data optimization. So the next thing I need to do is to click on continue. So you can see site representation. So is the site an organizational website or a personal website? This is where you're going to click on this drop down. So is it a person or an organization? So basically for this particular project, this is for daily photography, and the site itself is a a freelance, the person is a freelance photographer, right? So this represents the person, and you can see here it has already taken the site name automatically, and the user, to select, we have to select the user here. See, this is the user, um, um, dailyphotography.co.uk, right? So I'm going to click on this particular part, and then you see you have selected the user. We can update this profile, right? All of these settings that we are doing, we can still update them. If you feel like maybe you made a mistake somewhere when setting it up, you can still go back and then check the settings under the general tab of the Yoast SEO plugin. So we'll just continue with the process now, so that you see how to do the first time configuration. So I'm going to click on save and continue. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to click on this update or add social profiles to this user profile. So you can see here that's taking us to the user, right? So under the users, if I scroll down, see this is the nickname dailyphotography.co.uk, and the moment I scroll down, you can see we have some profiles here, profile URLs. So basically what the Yoast plugin or any SEO plugin does is basically it is taking this information on your site and the ones that you are going to provide, and then index it to, like, submit it to the search engines, so that search engines can get the data and understand what your website is all about. So now if I get the social profiles for daily photography, cancel this, copy this link, go back and add it up here. This is for Facebook, get the one for Instagram, just signing into, just copying the links, right? So okay, yeah, so we can see this is the main social profile. Okay, so let's go and add Instagram here. Take this one off. It's okay. So this is the website, the Facebook profile, and then the Instagram profile. So if you have other profiles like the Pinterest, LinkedIn, the Tumblr, and Twitter, X, and YouTube, you can add all of those. Okay, so let's just continue. We'll scroll down and save this particular settings. But before that, let's go and then change this person to the nickname here. Let's just change it to daily photography instead of co.uk. Yes, so now it's okay. Let's scroll down and then save these settings. See update profile. So on your own end, you need to add up all of these details here. You can see your the location and other address information that we're having there. So we did all of this in the settings video, so you can go through the settings video and see how you can add your settings video, right? Okay, so let's now go back to this, and then we can reload. Let's reload this page. So since we've already made those changes, it's going to continue, and the Yoast SEO is going to get those data completely, so we can still save and continue, right? So you can see here it says personal preferences. So you can see it says email address here, right? And it says we can subscribe to the Yoast SEO so that we can get weekly SEO tips, and it is something that you are supposed to do, right? So I would advise you to actually do that. So you can say yes, give me your free tips, which is very, very important because they are experts in SEO, right? So you want to get some of their information, like some of their updated SEO tips, right? So you can boost your SEO traffic and get your website in front of people that are going to engage with your content and also your business, right? Okay, so can we collect anonymous information about your website to enhance your use SEO? We can say yes or no. So I can just say yes, maybe, right? So that maybe if there's any maybe any information that is not supposed to be on your site, they can easily let you know. So I'm going to click on save and continue. Okay, so we are almost done. So you can see finish configuration. Great work. And this is basically the first settings that you need to do with Yoast SEO, and this is just the basic settings that you can do. So all other settings will be on another video that I'm going to go through Yoast SEO in full, like the video will be dedicated to Yoast SEO. So but these are initial settings that you need to do, and then we'll go to the dashboard. So you can also learn how to rank your website with the Yoast SEO trainings. So but I'm going to give you an in-depth video also on how to do the full settings for Yoast SEO and all other SEO plugins like All-in-One SEO and Rank Math. So but this video, I don't want it to take too long, right? So let me just click on go to SEO dashboard. So you can see on the main dashboard of Yoast SEO, you can see that if you follow through that step and then you've done that right, you can see it's saying that there's no problem with the SEO settings that you've just done. So which is very, very important. This is what you would like to see. So if you see anything other than this, you should go through that settings again. Make sure that you follow through this step-by-step process. Okay, so now let's add an article to the blog section and also do a very, very light SEO, right? So I'm going to take you through now the steps of writing an article that's going to rank on search engine. So to the left hand side here on the menu bar, you can see we have posts. So I'm going to go hover over the post and then go to add new post, and I have a post here that I just wrote using ChatGPT. So you can see a beginner's guide to portrait photography, because this particular website is it's in the photography niche, right? So an article needs to be in the niche that that is meant for, right? So now I'm going to scroll down. Yeah, so I'm not encouraging that you should just use ChatGPT to write. So it's because of a training. This is just for training purpose. So make sure that whenever you want to write an article, let your article be more of a human touch than just an AI or something of that nature. So I'm going to click on copy and then go to the add new post section so that we can add this post and run SEO on it. Okay, so this is how the page is going to look like. So you can see no title, post, and yeah, so it just says no title because this is a post, and this is where we are going to add the post. So I'm going to click here on this type / choose a block. I'm going to paste doing Ctrl V the article that we just copied from ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the full article, right? So the moment we are going through the edits here, let me copy this particular part because this is the title of the blog post. So I'm going to cut it and I'm going to add it here to the title section. Yeah, so you can see how it has changed, right? So for every blog post that you have, right, there needs to be a title. So the title have a heading. So every title of any page on your blog website, right, needs to have a heading of H1, right? So headings are of different hierarchies. We have from H1 to H6, of which priority is being given to the H1 up to down to the H6, which means that whenever you are coding, like if you have an experience with HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, right, on the HTML part, every H1 is bigger than the H2. Likewise, H2 is bigger than the H3 until you get to H6, right? So for every blog post, there has to be only one H1 tag on that particular page, right? Because that is what the search engines are going to use to understand what this particular page is all about, right? So it's just, your H1 is just like a slug explaining in a single term what that page is all about. So this particular page, this is a blog post page. So the slug of, take this slug of this page to be the title, which is that one, a beginner's guide to portrait photography. So now what is the keyword here, right? The keyword here on this particular page is portrait photography, right? And now when somebody comes and search for portrait photography, right, your articles can be indexed for this particular term, right? So you can jump, the person can just say portrait photography techniques, right, or techniques for portrait photography. So you can see we have techniques here, right, and we have portrait photography, or we have photography techniques, or we have a beginner's guide to portrait photography. So whichever way that the person is searching, right, on the search engine, your article, if it's well optimized, it can rank for this particular keyword. So you can see here we have portrait photography, right? So now let's now see through your SEO how it is going there, right? So let me cancel just yeah. Okay, so we've just solved this by simply deleting. Okay, so if I go to the used SEO now, right, you can see we have other headings here. We can change this to become a heading. This is H3. So by default, you know, the blog editor has evolved. Like the WordPress community has really done a lot of work on the blog editor, that they've made a lot of changes. And if you copy from maybe Microsoft Word or maybe your Google Docs, it's by default understands where the heading is and where which one is a paragraph, right? So this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph text. You can see how this is how we know which one is a paragraph. This P that is facing, I don't know, but it's kind of a flipped P, so this is how we know which is a paragraph, right? And also this particular one is heading, so this is a H3, and you can now give this H4 or H5. So if you now see this, or it's a normal text that is bolded, right? So which is okay. So this is H3 also, yeah, and this is a bolded normal text, so you can see. Okay, so this is also H3. So you get the point now. You know how it actually works. Okay, so I'm going to now scroll down because I believe that you already understand what type of text that this is. You know, this will be H3 and this will be a normal paragraph text, right? So now when we go to, and this will be a H3 also, right? So this is a H3. So when we go to the use SEO now, let me drag this to resize. So what we actually need to do for the use SEO is to add something called a focused key phrase by doing something like the portrait. Let's add it up as portrait photography. Right. So what this simply means is, what keyword are we trying to target, right? So you can see if you have the premium version of yours, it's going to give you related key phrases. So you can see portrait photography, or you can then say a beginner's guide to portrait photography, so that you want to make sure that this particular SEO part, the title key phrase part, is showing green. So we scroll down and then you can see that it needs a description, right? We need a short description for this. So you can see it's a slug also, and say portrait. So please make sure that every slug that you're writing shouldn't be as big, as it shouldn't be capitalized, right? So it should be all in small letters instead of making it capitalized, right? So the slug shouldn't be like the title there. P, and I'm going to change this small letter P hash, or we call it a hyphen, right? Okay, so now I need to add a description here. Yes, and I also want to cancel this page here, right? And then just leave the title, the separator, and then the site title. Okay, so we now need to add a short description here. So we can just scroll to the top and then start from the beginning. Just give it a small description. You can see portrait photography is an art form that focuses on so and so. So we just need to copy from here to this particular part, see, and add that to our meta description, right? So you can see how it is now showing. So dot dot dot. So this is how you have to go through the process of adding your of doing SEO. You can see how this has changed. You can see portrait photography is an art form that focuses on capturing the essence and personality of a person through the lens of a camera. Then you say dot 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 dot. So basically this is just like a teaser, right? This is just like a teaser that you add up so that anybody that is reading, he doesn't read the full information, but he sees something that is going to now bring him up to the main article itself. So you need a teaser, so you are selling the idea here for him to actually go through and then read. So we are going to check out the desktop results. So this is how the desktop result looks, right? Which is okay. And you can see this is showing light green, and let's see, SEO analysis. So if you go through this analysis, you are going to see things that you need to do. So basically some of the things are in the article that you need to do it. You can see SEO title width. So you can see the SEO title is wider than the viewable limits, so try to make it shorter. So you can now see the title itself, right? So you can shorten this, maybe using Grammarly or something, right? So by improving this with Grammarly, and it's going to shorten it for you, or shorten it using the using ChatGPT. And then you will now make sure you go through this step by step, and until you get to make sure that everything shows green. So if you look at this outbound link, so what outbound link simply means is you linking to relevant articles in this regarding to this particular post, right? So making sure that you are maybe just add a link to an external source, maybe, right? And also we have internal links. So internal links is just simply linking from one article to another in your blog post, like your different blog posts that you're having. So maybe after reading about the photography, the portrait photography, right? Or you have an article again that talks about smartphones that are that you can use for portrait photography, right? So you can just say, or even a smartphone. So you can just say list of smartphones that you can use for portrait photography, and then that person can just link it up here, right, to that article by simply adding a link here, and then the person is going to read, right? So if I say www.facebook.com here, so that will be like an outbound link, right? So if I add this up here now, outbound link is going to go off, right? So that is for outbound link. So basically this is how it actually works. So you can see the outbound link has left this place. So if I come here, you see outbound link, uh, good job. So basically that's how we do some SEO for our articles, right? And if you do this right, your articles are going to rank. So basically we can also talk about more of SEO in another playlist. So this, I don't want it to go too long for you. So the next thing I need to do is to add something like an image, right? So you can see no image appears on this particular page. So you can add relevant images to the post, which is very important. And you should also, when you're adding up the images, you should do something that we call alt text. So alt text is very important also, because it helps screen readers to understand what that image is all about. So sometimes an image doesn't load on the page, so the alt text is what is going to show for your viewers to know what type of image that is. So I think this we have touched on how to do basic SEO for WordPress. So whenever you are done, you just simply save, or you publish, or you can schedule your post. So to schedule your post, maybe for the future, you can simply let's see where you can easily schedule your posts. You can publish, and visibility, and yeah, so it's a publish immediately here, right? So we can change this to a particular time, right? You can change this to a particular time and a particular date. So this is how you can even do bulk post on your articles, which is a very great way to kind of have posts kept for the future, so that you don't get choked up with writing blog posts every single day. So this is where it comes to content strategies, right? You organize your content, you have a content calendar, and then you post articles for a very long time. So we can even go to January, and we can say January 2025, right? You can say 2025, and even select a date. Maybe you want it to be 01. So you can see how it has just changed. Maybe on the 01 we want it to be around, I don't know the time, maybe you can say 7:30 in the morning. Say 7:30 in the morning. So the moment you now publish this, the moment you are done and then you publish, you are going to see that it's going to say schedule here, right? So the moment you schedule for January 1st 2025, this post is going to go live by 7:30 on January 1st 2025. So even if you are not available on that day, maybe you are on a break with your family or something of that nature, you can see your articles are going to go live, and then your business is still going to run when you are not around. So I hope you have learned a lot here, right? So until we see in the next video. Congratulations on getting to the end of this video. So as you all know, SEO is an ongoing process, and so search engines and the algorithm process do change over time. So you need to also tweak your strategies to get your business more traffic and visibility on the internet. So this is little as we can touch. By optimizing your titles, your descriptions, and also your keyword to be fixed in all of your content, and doing on-page SEO can help your search traffic increase, and when you get free traffic, your business gets to the eyes of your customers, and you gain more revenue for your business. In the next video, we are going to look at how you can customize your website appearance using the Gutenberg editor. So I'll be introducing you to the Gutenberg editor and how you can actually tweak your website to change its look and appearance. I'll be seeing you guys in that video.